Hello, welcome to the program. Today we're going to meet a lady who has started a fascinating business designed to get Australians home safely. It's a great idea, it's a great little business. We're going to try and get the message out there. Let's go and meet her. Hello, Kailene, how are you? Nice to meet you. Now, tell us about Scooter Angels.
We're a drink drive service. We come on little fold-up bikes that go into a bag into the boot of your car so that we can drive you home in your car.
What a fantastic idea. So, if you've had a few too many and you think you're over the limit, the worst thing is getting a cab home and having to come and pick your car up later. This solves it.
Absolutely. That's exactly our aim.
How did you come up with the idea?
We saw it on a TV program in London and thought this would be a great idea for Sydney. So did some inquiries, bought the bikes, and away we went.
So you thought it was a good idea. Has it turned out to be a good idea?
It's turned out to be a fabulous idea. Our word of mouth business has been amazing.
Yeah? So, how many bikes have you got and where are you at the moment?
We currently have 10 bikes. We're adding another 5 to the fleet in the next few weeks. We're based in Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne, with the majority of our bikes in Sydney. Okay, so what sort of issues are you facing? Well, getting our name out there, making people understand how our service works and the fact that it's not an expensive option. Finance for the bikes, obviously, we're growing and we need to buy more bikes, and financing that is becoming an issue.
So how much does it turn out to, say, compared with the taxi?
We're about 25% cheaper than a return taxi. The longer the distance, the cheaper we become.
Wow, that's great. So, look, I reckon we can help a lot here. Our marketing guru, Linda Hailey, will set you in the right direction with a marketing plan. Also, PR will be important, and we've got 2 people to help you. You might think there's only one, but there are 2. They're whizzes. They'll set you in the right direction, and we'll get some experts to look at the funding and growth as well.
Great.
Ready for it?
Absolutely, sounds good.
Let's get into it.
Kailene scooted over to meet our marketing guru, Linda Hailey, to find out how she can better drive home the message about Scooter Angels to her target market.
So one of the big problems when you start a business is there's no data.
Absolutely.
So it's probably been difficult for you to forecast because you've got no information.
That's exactly right.
So how many jobs have you done since you started?
In the almost 14 months, we've done just over 600 jobs.
And so do you keep records of all your jobs?
I do. I'm a little bit pedantic. I have manual records of everything.
Really?
So,
okay.
Absolutely.
So how have you done it? You've done it spreadsheet?
I've got an Excel spreadsheet that lists every single job, where it's to and from, the cost of it, the booking fee, the client, their home address, the vehicle they drive.
Now, in this magic spreadsheet,
yes,
you don't record how many times they use you, do you?
Yes, I do. I do.
You're a superstar.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are we seeing in terms of trends?
Oh, look, we're seeing that people, if they've used us once, a lot of the time, probably 60% of the time, they've used us twice, 3 times, 15 times, 20, 30. We've had one client who's used us 50 times.
50 times?
50 times.
I expected Scooter Angels would be more for people who had a sudden need for the service, but what I'm getting from you is that it's almost planned rather than oh my God, I need to get home, I may have drunk more than the legal limit, I better ring Scooter Angels.
That's the first situation, but once they have us and have used us, it's then planned. They know they're going out Friday night, they'll be at work, they're going out after work, they need to get home. So they'll phone and say, I'm going to need you tonight. It'll be around 11 or 12 o'clock.
Yep.
Book me in.
What else do we know about the types of people who use your service? Give me a couple of scenarios.
Most of our clients are business people.
Yep.
A lot of them have company accounts, so we provide receipts so that they can pay them back through their company, so they do that as well. Then you've got employees of companies who, if they've worked back late and then gone for a drink after work as a company function, the company will then pay for them to go home anyway, because obviously it's cheaper for them to do that than send them home in a cab, bring them back in a cab.
Or have them lose their licence.
Or absolutely have them lose their licence. Yep. I mean, there's no price you can put on that.
I'm really interested in this corporate market.
Okay.
Because if we know that corporates are already providing cab vouchers,
yes,
how easy is it for them to provide Scooter Angel vouchers or Scooter Angel services on behalf of the company?
Yes.
For you, that would give you a volume of jobs, because I'm assuming if they have an event coming up, then that gives you a chance to do 5 or 6 drop-offs from the one location. And it's now getting towards Christmas. So if you did some marketing towards corporate Christmas party organisers, venues that are typical for Christmas venues, and see if they will cross-promote the service back to the corporates.
Oh, okay, that's something I hadn't thought about.
The other thing is also to start developing a bit of a test market for corporates. If we think about those organisations that we see written up in the paper about, they've had these huge events, and I think the actual event organisers would see it as a bit of fun. Could be just a nice way of getting a bit of a boost prior to Christmas.
After the break, tough love from Linda as she gives her thoughts on the Scooter Angels website.
Your website doesn't actually reflect your service, I have to say.